What's up, guys? Thanks as always for supporting the show. It would mean a lot to me if you would take a second to scroll down and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any more of our videos. Also, make sure you follow us all over social media so you don't miss any of our content or show announcements. First clip. This was a really nice defensive possession from Kevin Durant. So he's on Jimmy Butler. Gets kind of beat towards the baseline, but recovers. There's your help side, right? Again, it's okay to get beat if you get beat within the scheme. In this case, you don't want to give up middle penetration. You want to get beat towards the baseline because Plumlee's in position to help. Jimmy Butler gets a little dribble penetration. Watch Kevin Durant's recovery here. On the kick out, he switches down to Kelly Ware underneath the basket. We have another drive. Helps, shuts it off, forces the skip pass. Closes out on Duncan Robinson, chases him off the line. Again, look, as he shuts down that help, shuts down the Duncan Robinson play, there's the kick out. Duncan Robinson quickly relocates. KD gets a little bit lost, but look at his ability to cover ground. He gets out to one of the best shooters in the league on a closeout, chases him off the line, then recovers and blocks him at the basket. That's just an unbelievable defensive play from Kevin Durant. Another really good one here on Jimmy Butler, just using his length to disrupt the pull-up three. Gets a great contest. Offensive rebound gets kicked back out to Jimmy. Watch the individual defense from KD on Jimmy Butler. So again, already in this sequence, you've seen, in the last two clips, you've seen him guard on the ball, you've seen him guard in help, and you've seen him guard in rotation. Like and you've also seen him protect the rim. And I don't think I have a clip of him getting any specific defensive rebounds, but he was really good defensive rebounding, just getting to 50-50 balls late in this game. So this has been Phoenix's go-to late game action, right? So they're trying to get Tyler Herro onto Tyus Jones. So you set this screen with Beal to get the switch with Herro, and then they would bring Kevin Durant up to set the screen to try to get Herro on the switch. Then he gets his matchup that he likes. He's got Herro. He's going to turn over that right shoulder. And KD's been getting doubled on his backside this whole season, and it just hasn't mattered because he's just shooting right over the top. So here's Miami again doing a really nice job scram switching out of it, right? So we get the first switch with Herro onto Tyus Jones, come to set the second ball screen, forces the switch. But so here comes the scram, right? So Highsmith is getting ready. Kevin Durant's getting to his spot where he wants it. Watch right as the pass goes up. There's the pass. Tyler Herro is now sprinting out of it, and Haywood Highsmith is switching back. So see how they basically scram Tyler Herro out of that mismatch? Hey, Highsmith is there and gets a contest, but it's Kevin freaking Durant, and he just turns right over his right shoulder and knocks it down. And then this one is literally perfect defense. 2-point game, 33 seconds left. You get a stop, you get a chance to win this game. Beal comes, sets the first screen, gets Herro in the switch. Here comes KD. This is really well defended. Look, so Highsmith shoves KD a little bit to create a gap. That creates a gap. Herro's able to recover. He lingers just for a second. Herro gets there, kick back to KD, thinking there's an opportunity for an advantage. Highsmith is boom, there. That is as good as you can defend that action. And now KD is in an ISO 22 feet from the basket, and he just turns, faces, and knocks the shot down. Like, what the hell do you do with that? There's just nothing you can do. Like, sometimes you just get to lose to Kevin Durant. And that's what happened to the Miami Heat last night. This is Russell Westbrook at his best from the Thunder Oklahoma City, the Thunder Nuggets game. Gets downhill, drives all the help in the paint, makes a nice little corner kick to Christian Brown, who has all day to knock down the three. This is a really nice slot cut from Russ. Again, a lot of spamming the Jokic post-up stuff late in this game. Watch as the double team goes. I was talking about this earlier with Christian Brown, but watch as the double team goes. You're going to see Shai go. Jalen slide over. As soon as Jalen slides over, instead of just standing here and making this an above the break three, Russ just cuts to the rim. Watch. Cut. Catch. Now he's got a head of steam. He draws Chet in help so he can drop it off to Jokic, who then just gets like a little easy bank shot. See? That's how you can create spacing without knocking down threes. This is what everyone's been begging Russell Westbrook to do since the beginning of time. All righty. Another big time play from Russ. Chet spins on Peyton Watson. Russ comes digging in, swipes the ball away from Chet, and then look at him on the run out. Trailing the play, had his steam. Nice little scoop shot. This is, I talked a lot about how the Jokic hitting threes is less about him like actually like getting a bunch of points every game from threes, but more adding the closeout attacking part of his game, which is where he's so deadly. The reason why he's so deadly in these situations is because he's so damn strong that as soon as he gets a slight angle on you, he can use his elbows and shoulders to kind of maintain that angle as he lumbers down the lane, right? But all that stems off of he's got to be able to knock this shot down because Chet's not lunging out like this unless he can knock the shot down. Chet lunges out, Jokic gets an angle, then he can rumble down the lane. And once again, look, once he has that angle, watch how he uses that right elbow right here on the gather. Watch how he uses his elbow. Clears that space, slows himself down for Chet to run by, and then knocks down the layup. That's such a huge part of Jokic's game when he's at his best, and it is entirely predicated on his ability to knock down those three-point shots when they're available. Here's one of those two places at once plays from Peyton Watson, right? So I'm Jalen Williams. I'm looking for an opening here on the roll, right? Once again, notice they're running the action with all their guards, which I think is fascinating. Caruso rolls. Here's our opening. So if you're Jalen Williams, this is the right read, right? Like Peyton Watson is... If you can't throw this skip pass, if you throw that skip pass, Peyton's getting that, right? So like this is the right read. There's a 2-on-1 here, and Peyton is kind of sort of overplaying the corner. But like look at how quickly he just teleports over there and swipes this shot away. I'm gonna put it in full speed because this really is a crazy play. Watch how quickly Peyton Watson recovers. Like, what do you do about that? That is the layering of an elite defense when you have a guy on the backside that can be two places at once. Here's some really nice weak side rotations from Denver after the Jokic missed three. Watch these rotations. Ball screen, switch. Swing. Two on the ball, right? So now we have all of this action over here that Peyton Watson and Jokic have to deal with, right? So the way that Oklahoma City looks to attack it, Lou Dort sets what's called a pin-in flare. He screens the backside of Watson so that Chet can close out to the Chet can go out to the corner here, right? So that makes it so that in this case, Peyton's being kind of occupied by this, which is leaving Jalen Williams wide open, right? Once again, just like we talked about on that last low man possession, there is a clear and obvious read here that looks open. I'm going to move this to full speed. Watch how fast Peyton Watson closes out. Boom, gone, right? There's your extra pass to Chet in the corner, but look at the rotation from Jokic. Chases him off the line. That is excellent basketball. That is when you can put two onto Shai, but still recover on the backside without leaving anybody open. And especially with a guy like Jokic moving his feet like that, that is, once again, the level of detail you need on defense to be able to guard the best players in the league. Forces Chet to step out of bounds on the baseline. Really nice cut here from Christian Brown off of another Jokic post-up double. Same sort of concept we were talking about earlier with Russ, right? So we're going to throw it in. Okay. Now Strawther's kind of cutting through, right? The double team comes from Dort. As Dort goes, Strawther relocates. Caruso takes MPJ. And Brown, look at Brown. Brown, hard slot cut. Because he cuts, that brings everybody in here and leaves Strawther wide open. Strawther's wide open. That forces the closeout from Shai. In that process, Christian Brown finds himself wide open under the basket. So watch it one more time. Brown cuts, brings Isaiah Joe with him, Kick out to Strawther. Both Joe and Shai show out on Strawther. That leaves Christian Braun wide open. Pass fake to Peyton Watson occupies Joe for a second, and Christian Braun gets a layup. Once again, like, you can create spacing without shooting threes. You just have to be a smart cutter, and you have to bring that real rim pressure with the athleticism of your cuts. Another one here, same sort of deal. Cross screen, post entry. Strawther cuts through again. This is the same kind of sequence that you keep seeing, right? Strawther cuts through. Here comes the double team, windshield wiper rotation. As soon as Shai goes, watch Christian Braun cut. Shai goes, Christian Braun cuts. Jalen Williams tries to meet him there, but Braun beats him. Now he's got a head of steam against a smaller, less athletic player at the rim. Christian Braun's able to get a bucket. Doing a really nice job of manufacturing spacing without having to shoot the basketball. Here's another great help defense possession from Peyton Watson. Boy, you don't see that shot miss from Jokic very often, do you? Really nice athletic play from Shai to beat Christian Braun off the dribble. Peyton's kind of out of position. Watch him wall him up. Walls him up and forces the miss. Really good help defense from Peyton Watson. Transition defense here from Julian Strawther. It'd be really easy to let Lou Dort go here, but instead he just sprints back and jumps up vertically, and Lou blows a layup. Lou is foolishly going for a foul. He should have just stayed on that left side of the basket and laid it up. Instead, he tries to go for the foul and doesn't get it. But that's the thing. Did his job. Sprinted back, straight verticality, forced a miss, got a huge stop late in this game. And then here's the biggest play of the game, Peyton Watson and help. Once again, so watch Russ. Russ picks up Shai like 25 feet out. This removes the pull-up jumper from the equation and forces Shai to drive. He's not going to methodically work into a pull-up jump shot from this far away from the basket. Now you can plan for the drive by helping. And in this case, Jokic and Peyton Watson are going to say the only thing you're taking here is an Alex Caruso 3, and he had just bricked long an open 3 from the right wing earlier in the fourth quarter. He's the one you want shooting it, right? So again, watch what happens here. Russ gives up the drive, but it's a drive they can plan for. Lefty drive. Peyton Watson leaves Chet to step up, and you're going to see Jokic drop to box out Chet so that the only opening is this corner kick to Caruso. Peyton Watson gets there. Look at the verticality. Blocks the shot. Game over. All right, let's move over to that Warriors-Celtics game. So, again, look at the indecisiveness here. So this play had a transition element, so that's why I clipped it at this point. But I think there might have been an offensive rebound, actually. But here's your blitz of Tatum, right? So now we're trying to breed indecisiveness. So we have our weak side 2-on-1, which is Horford and Pritchard. Watch where Buddy Hield closes out. Hold on one second, guys. Yeah, here it is. Okay. So he actually makes the pass to Neemias Queta, but watch how quickly Gary Payton gets in there and strips the ball, but the ball stays live, and here's your corner kick, okay? So here's our 2-on-1. This is what I was actually trying to get to. So here's our 2-on-1 on the weak side, right? Pritchard and Horford. Watch where Buddy Hield closes out to the passing lane. He's in the passing lane. So watch Horford on the catch, look to make the extra pass, but it's not there because Buddy Hield's playing the passing lane. Then he looks, hesitates, and basically has to jack up a break rhythm 3, which forces a bad miss. Here's a classic Steph gravity play. Just the textbook, force the big to show and then slip out of the screening action. This time, Gary Payton. Just pin down, 2 on the ball, easy pass over the top, dunk. I don't know what Jayson Tatum was doing here either. He's glued up to Andrew Wiggins on the weak side. Not really important in that situation. So here's the importance of active hands on the blitz. And this is that play that I was talking about with Buddy Hield kind of getting that inside seal on Cornette. So Tatum on Wiggins. Here comes the blitz. Okay, so we have active hands, right? On the blitz, look at how active they are with their hands to try to get a deflection. But watch Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield gets inside position on Luke Kornet so that even though this swing pass is open, he wants to try to play that passing lane. Pritchard makes the pass. Wiggins gets a hand on it. That's everything. If he doesn't get a hand on it, it's on a rope to Horford. Now it's going to be a rotation from Gary Payton and a wide open three for Tatum in the corner. But instead he gets a hand on it. Now it's a loose ball, and Buddy Hield is inside position, and he's able to beat Kornet to it with a deflection. And then once again, look at the closing speed from Gary Payton. On this deflection, right here, Horford's closer to the ball than Gary Payton, but Gary Payton's faster. Gary Payton gets on it quicker, forces the deflection. Now we're running out the other way for the Andrew Wiggins dunk. Actually, I think that might have been Andrew Wiggins missing the layup, which was maybe the worst blown layup I've ever seen in my time watching the NBA. Look at how fast Gary Payton is on this roll to the rim. I'm just going to play this one at full speed. Watch how fast he gets past Kornet. Speed everywhere on the floor for the Golden State Warriors. Here's Gary Payton being two places at once. He's guarding Pritchard. Digs down right here. Watch. Dig down. He's out of position. He's dead to rights, right? Knockdown shooter, pass in the shooting pocket. Look at that closing speed. That is the layering of an elite defense. When you can leave an opening, but it's not actually an opening. I thought this was kind of an underrated play from this game. So they're down 7, but watch this play from Steph Curry. Pokes the ball away from behind on Derek White, forces the turnover, leak out. Andrew Wiggins layup. Basically a pick 6 initiated by Steph Curry that cut from 7 to 5 like that. Here's an example of how the Warriors' just constant motion causes you to make mistakes. This was one of the mistakes that I talked about Jrue Holiday making. Again, all he's going to do, Steph, is he's going to jog up like he's going to interchange with Wiggins and then back cut. Boom, back cut. Jrue Holiday's probably thinking switch here because Tatum's going to go out with Steph and he's going to take Wiggins. So he's keyed in on Wiggins and Steph just back cuts him and gets an easy layup. Big time mistake from Jrue Holiday in a big moment, though. This, I thought, was just an unbelievable athletic play from Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield just continues to look amazing. Look at this lefty finish on the rip, over the top rip move. Really nice finish from Buddy Hield. Nice play from Steph here. Probably not. This is a dynamic you're not going to see when you play Boston for real in a real series. But gets Neemias Quaid on a switch and just goes right around him. And Boston planned for it. I mean, you can literally see Horford and Derek White. Derek White's zoning up on the strong side. Horford's basically telling meet him at the rim, and he does a great job. Jumps up with verticality, but Steph just scoops it in over the top. And then these were the two big mistakes from Tatum late. Didn't like this shot against Looney, just worried about the refs. Didn't even get fouled. Turning, complaining to the refs, kind of a little bit unfocused. Watch this next possession. Oh, did I miss it? I thought I added that clip, but I didn't. But on the very next possession, basically Buddy Hield just relocates on Jayson Tatum off of the right wing, and Jayson Tatum's not paying attention and gives up the wide open 3 in the right corner.